Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. Welcome. I hope you guys are doing great today, man. For real. Hope you guys are feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys are really rocking out, wobbing out. Right, it's fucking Friday, man. You made it. You fucking made it. Give yourself a round of applause. You may be thinking, oh, you're doing this for yourself. Nah. For me, nah. Now I'm clapping for you guys. Okay? I'm clapping for you. You know what I'm saying? Every day you're right. Putting in work. But I'm here to tell you, it's time to relax. Let's get into it. Why did we start late today? Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that, you goddamn... You fucking stalker. Don't you worry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yes. I'm baby faced up. But we're feeling good. We're feeling good, man. Got the hair done. You guys get to see. Damn! Bro, that's a whole fist. That's a whole fist right there. Well, fuck it. Alright, let's see. One thing I do want to bring up, because you're like, both are kind of the same thing. Kind of led into it, I'm not gonna lie. I think I wanted to see this one, and then I just came across this one. I'm like, huh. Let's try them out. And then this one's just kind of a wild card. If we're gonna be honest. Yeah. And then what else? No, that's about it. That's about it, man. Like I said, I hope you guys are doing good, man. Happy Friday to you. Let's get into it. Make sure we're good on everything. Move myself over here.
A human is at the top of the food chain.
Whoa.
Not because we're the biggest, because size doesn't matter, but the question is, why are we at the top? We're just the mega nerds of the animal kingdom.
No. We're fucking goats, man. Human beings were unstoppable. Okay? Indomitable. Is that the right word?
Which leads me to a thought experiment. Do brains actually beat brawn? How strong can a person get? Using incredible science and a complete lack of a moral code. We're going to use this handsome fellow as a lab rat. His name is Kevin.
Hello.
Hello, Kevin. Don't worry. Kevin has no feelings and feels no pain. First, I'll cover the creation of Kevin. And I know this is derogatory, but he's a GMO. Kevin was created using the cutting edge in genetic modification technology.
GMO.
His genes, and I'm not talking Wranglers, are perfectly
what does
molded
GMO stand
to
for? Grown manufacturing organism. I don't fucking know.
maximize force output.
I don't know.
He, as a genetically modified organism, has harder bones, stronger muscles.
Oh my god, that's really it. Yo, I swear to God, bro. On my own life. My family's like, bro, I had no idea. Maybe there's some cyberpunk shit going on, right? Maybe there's some cyberpunk shit where it's like, it's somewhere a long time ago I've heard about it. Maybe some long time I heard about it and my brain just made the connection, bro. No. That was straight up lucky. I wouldn't even have thought that was it, because I've heard a lot of jokes about it on the internet. I've even seen like the Family Guy skit where it's like, oh, there's so many there's like no GMOs, totally no GMOs. And I'm like, I would have just assumed that it was just more so processed, I guess. But I guess that's what it is, you know.
And faster muscle regeneration than any modern human counterpart. Kind of like steroids, but
yes,
since birth. Speaking of, what kind of mad scientist would I be if I didn't expose Kevin to possibly severely damaging synthesized hormones? In the late 1930s, the first steroid was invented by a German scientist in an attempt to treat hypogonadism, otherwise known as testosterone deficiency, which eventually led to Nazi experiments.
Hello,
Kevin. In the 1960s or so, countries fed their Olympians steroids like candy.
Crazy. What they want to let you guys know, I'm not gonna lie, unfortunately, unfortunately, as untrue as it might be, bro, when we did stuff on humans, we progressed quick. We moved quick. I'm telling you, we were hitting genetic marks left and right. You know what I mean? Like we were hitting them on the fucking dime. Make sure my thing ain't frozen. Here we're chilling. Here we're good. We were hitting things, man. We were progressing. Do we need to bring that back? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we still do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. We just pay you now for it. Some do.
Leading to a ban on their substance.
Come try out this new medication. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. We'll pay you $50 for what? I don't even. You were telling me this is put on here legally. You don't have to tell me everything that's being put in there. You just got to give me like a rough idea. You know what I'm saying? A rough understanding of what's being put in me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna put maybe we'll put a little bit of steroids in you. Okay, cool. Okay. What's two extra cubic meters down? Is that the right? Nah, that's the wrong one. I tried to be cool with that one. What's a little bit of the radius reduced? You know what I'm saying? What's a little bit of that? Radius, is that from the inside? Circumference. There we go. Circumference. Off my nuts. What's up with maybe like a couple inches off of those? You know what I'm saying? Cool. A little bit of radiation. Okay, cool. That's treated with cancer. Plus cancer. We'll call it a day there, my friend.
Fast forward to now, and there's a huge range of steroids to choose from, each one more potent than the last. And some are extremely illegal. But for our purposes, we have access to the full smorgasbord, as this is all hypothetical. Anyway, eat this. Most steroids are a replica of testosterone. This one is no different. It should boost the effects of testosterone in Kevin's system, leading to some side effects we'll discuss later, but also leading to larger muscles and stronger bones, which means...
Also, by the way, if you guys are worried, the one thing I think, if you guys are worried about, oh my God, I'm just so afraid of just not being strong. If anything, worry about your testosterone. I think that's important. And it's a really big, important one. Make sure you're moving them legs. Make sure you get some circulation down in your legs. You know what I'm saying? In that lower region. Maybe once a week. Bro, just 10 squats. Call it a day. 5 of these. You know what I mean? Make sure that testosterone's flowing, right? Because when you get older, it's going. It's going. It's going. I just heard some things and seen some stuff online about that. Not recently, but a while ago. And I don't know if there's any way to really combat it, but I just know that it's just due to a lack of like actually I don't know what you would say. I guess circulation. I don't know. Circulation. I don't know. This is not my field of expertise. But you know, take care of that. You know, you guys don't want to be low on that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you less of a man, but you will feel like one. Almost certain of that. Like I said, how do I know? Research. Well, then again, whatever.
Kevin is now 20% stronger than he was 2 seconds ago. But those are rookie numbers. Look at him.
Fucking
pathetic.
Unit.
In order for the roids to work, and I'm not talking hemorrhoids, he needs to hit the gym. Not just any workout either. We're training for strength. To train effectively for strength, he needs big weight, as heavy as he can lift for 5 to 8 reps. Hello, Kevin. Also, trying to keep exercises to the big... Hello, Kevin. To the big muscle groups. Legs, chest, and back. Squats, bench press, and rows are the best examples of these. Strength is not only how much weight your muscles can handle, but how much leverage you can accumulate. These workouts use multiple muscles, which means Kevin will learn how to use his whole body effectively, and thus lift more weight. Alright, Kevin.
What the hell is that?
Get into the gym beyond time and do exactly as I said. Also, eat vegetables, protein-heavy foods, and get plenty of sleep.
What are these? What are these? I don't know what those are. What are those, my guy?
The gym beyond time is equipped with a kitchen and beds. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the gym beyond time. Hello. No, not 70 years. Stupid.
I'm gonna be honest. I fuck with it. I fuck with this guy's style. I fuck with it. I like it. I like it. Facial animations are cute, funny as well. I always like this kind of facial style on certain animations, man. I always liked it.
Hello. Kevin is now 50% stronger from his time at the gym. I could have had him in longer, but unless we're changing something drastic about his plan, the first few years are going to see the most change. Don't worry, we're far from done. An average person has access to 40% of their total muscle potential. This is because of the neural inhibitors the body has in an effort to prevent you from using too much force and hurting yourself. Say, when kicking something, you don't accidentally shatter your shin. And trust me, you can't.
Is that why, you know, the people with Down syndrome, is that why they're a little bit stronger? Could be a little bit of a insensitive thing to say, but, you know, it's been said. It's been said, but seriously, is that the truth?
And
is that the truth?
Look at this. In 2006, a mother wrestled a 700-pound polar bear to protect her children and escaped with minor injuries. 2019, a teenager lifted a car off his neighbor to protect her children. Look at this. In 2006, a mother wrestled a 700-pound polar bear to protect her children and escaped with minor injuries.
That's adrenaline. Are we talking about adrenaline? That's you don't hear dads doing that.
19, a teenager lifted a car off his neighbor. 1982, a woman in her late 50s lifted a nearly 2-ton car and kept it suspended for 5 minutes straight. 2013, another vehicle.
Dude, what are these? Bro, what the fuck are these? Bro, what are these feats? What are these feats? Nobody talking about this? This is crazy. We're just gonna sit here and drive past these like these ain't incredible. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, you know, what do you mean by that? Is it like over the head? Bro, nonetheless, 50-year-old woman held a 2-ton car for 5 minutes. Even if you're just really strong, I don't think you're doing that for 5 minutes.
Time a Jeep lifted up a...
What are those Atlas pillars, you know? Give you guys a good view. I don't even think those are 2 tons each. You know what I'm saying? They're doing that with 2. And I don't even think I think he only managed 3 minutes. Maybe with 2 hands, maybe he can double
75-year-old man. All these people normally have access to only 40% of their musculature. 40% is increased to 65% given consistent training, which means even on gear and having spent 7 years training hard in the gym, Kevin is only operating at about 65% capacity.
That's crazy.
To be conservative. In short, those little neural inhibitors up in your brain hole gonna have to leave. Unfortunately, we can't remove neural inhibitors by force or using surgery. Can't delete a neural pathway or whatever. We can make those limiters go away using drugs.
Yes!
A cocktail of adrenaline, cortisol, and endorphins causes the human body to use 100% of its muscle capacity in times of emergency. So, hopped up on steroids, time in the gym, eating well, and just a smidge of adrenaline, Kevin now has full access to his genetically modified muscle potential. Welcome back to the Side Effect Corner. Possible side effects of steroid use and adrenaline usage include difficulty sleeping, put damage to nerves, being a whiny poopy pants baby, acne that results in scarring, acne that is there, shrinkage of dillberries, impotence, gynecomastia, you looked that one up, baldness, liver disease, shortness of breath, tints and scarring include difficulty sleeping, put damage to nerves, being a whiny poopy pants baby, acne that results in scarring, acne that is there, shrinkage of dillberries, impotence,
gynecomastia? What is that? I've heard of that, but I don't know what that is. I'm curious. GYNCOMASTI. I don't know why it's trying to pull up CT. What is that? While a diet and exercise can improve overall health and reduce body fat, they typically do not eliminate gynecomastia, especially if it's caused by glandular tissue. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Gynecomastia is a condition characterized by enlargement of breast tissue in men, often due to hormonal imbalances, excess glandular tissue or fat. The pain you are expecting may be related to itself and important to address both physical and emotional aspects of a guy's guy. Oh shit. Interesting. It's the funny part is, obviously, like I said, this is the AI generated answer, so obviously take that with a grain of salt. But it says, well done, is going to overall health and reduce body fat. Do not eliminate gout capacity. So that means this is just something that could just be, no matter what you do, it could just come up. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it makes sense too, because is that also what a lot of bodybuilders have as well? When they have like those, like, I know they tend to work on their upper body, but is that just due to, is that due to that? You know what I'm saying? Is that actually it? It's saying it right here, like hormonal balances. Man, that must suck. I could, like, could you imagine as a guy just knowing because your hormones were out of whack during birth, or for whatever reason, stress or something, your breasts just, you know what I'm saying? That must suck, bro. That must hit the pride. That must hit the mental. That must hit the mental.
Last year, you looked that one up. Baldness, liver disease, shortness of breath, anxiety, sweating, abdominal cramps,
all minor things for
hypertension,
genetic
and let's
freak.
not forget the powder your bones and ligaments will be after massive muscle overuse.
Yes.
This has been the one and only time I'll ever do Side Effect Corner. Tune in next week, where we'll answer that question: how empty is Kevin's stupid fat head? But we're here for a good time, not a long time. And Kevin doesn't feel any of this. Do you, Kevin?
Chilling.
Besides, we haven't even gotten into possible cybernetic upgrades we can give Kevin. The first of which that comes to mind is...
Yeah, he's really going into it deep. I didn't expect it. I would have been happy with this.
An exoskeleton suit. While there are many iterations of exoskeleton technology used for helping neuro or physically damaged individuals move, there are also versions developed for military and construction work. These suits have the capacity to amplify strength by around 20-to-1. Meaning a 100-pound load would feel like 5 pounds to the suit's user, which would be astronomical gains for Kevin. 2,000% over what the body is used to, actually. Unfortunately, there is a caveat. The suit has a 200-pound weight limit. I mean, I'd take an extra 200 pounds to my max, thank you very much. But why just wear the suit when we can become the suit? Introducing advanced prosthetics. Advancements in materials, robotics, and prosthetics technology could lead to prosthetic limbs being stronger than biological ones. They could be more...
The thing is, though, when it comes to those, like I said, I guess he's going to get into it. He's definitely going to get into it. But when I see this, right, I'm thinking, think about people that got bionic arms, right? Or, the, amputees that got, robotic arms. And we're going to get into the leg part first. We're going to get into leg part too. But when I see the hands, they don't look like they're really good in terms of like complete 100% mobility, like an actual hand would be. You know what I'm saying? You do have the ones where people maybe like got the hook and stuff like that. You don't need too much of this. You just need the ability to grab, pull, and maybe move over. You know what I'm saying? But even then, they're attached to the arm. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, with a little bit of engineering and a little bit of science, you can obviously have it to where it would just be like a normal arm, to where you can have the weight be distributed to your body well. But let's just assume that it's connected to a strap. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are not tied directly into the bone, and even then that would probably cause severe pain and damage. You know what I'm saying? So even if you were to do that, I don't see that working. Maybe he goes into it. Maybe there are like better arms out there where it's like, where it's like this and it's like a full-blown robotic arm. But most arms nowadays, even if you want to just consider what's on the normal market, that can be... Let's actually see real quick. Let's actually see. I'm curious. I'm actually curious myself. Best... I don't know what they do, guys. Here we go. Robotic limbs for humans. Let's see. Supremacy robotic. Okay. Yeah, you see, like I got this running here, right? Like, okay, cool. That gets about it. But I'm assuming we're talking not like physical extensions, but more enhancements. What would you consider this? Would you consider this an enhancement or an extension? What's the difference between an enhancement and an extension? I feel like an extension is, something that exists with outside of you, that improves your abilities, compared to something that is a part of you. I guess we'll say enhancement. We'll go with enhancement. So these look like more extensions, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like additive compared to an enhancement where it would be like, okay, we cut your arm off and we give you a better arm. You've been enhanced. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know. I don't know if these guys are even. I don't know if there's. But we just need to look for things that are a little bit more. Here we go. What's this? Okay, I remember. I think I've seen about these guys. I've seen about these guys before. Okay, cool. Like these, these look dope. These look dope. But as far as like strength wise, I'm saying like there's no way you're pulling anything with that. You know, there's just no way in hell. But these do look like fucking hands. Look dope. I damn near might get one of mine cut off just to get one. Fuck it. But yeah, for the most part, it looks like it's just capable of allowing you to do the day-to-day tasks, you know? So, okay. That's, I don't know if I really care about that aspect of it. You know, what is it really doing? Arm, grab this, compared to me just going like that, like what? But cool. I think we kind of figured that out. But let's see what he says. And same thing for the legs. The only one that I can maybe say for the legs are those little sloped ones that they put on like runners and stuff like that, or it's like you know, where they're like kind of like the little metal thing, and then like those, I'm not gonna lie, those shit make you look like they make you look like they run faster, you know.
Durable, using materials like titanium or carbon fiber. They could be designed in advance to where the power of a prosthetic limb would be greater than a biological one. They could be customized to the user's needs, and the sensors and feedback would make it much easier to prevent damage to others and themselves. That being said, if we applied this to Kevin, we'd have to get rid of his awesome genetically enhanced limbs. So, I have a solution. I can't increase his strength by using prosthesis, but I can make him more durable. Those bones are getting an upgrade.
That is the right word, prosthesis. Prosthesis. I guess that's what I was looking for.
Great. Bones, titanium. Titanium, bones. Unfortunately, we can't replace all of his bones with titanium. He needs bone marrow to create red blood cells. However, knuckles and softer bones, like the clavicle, can be replaced with titanium, making his fists lethal weapons and his weakest parts completely defended, reducing risk of injury, increasing efficiency, and improving...
I think this really is losing me. Like, once again, it's like, when you get those kind of things put in your body, they don't make you stronger, right? In fact, they tend to inhibit you more. You know what I'm saying? You may not lose much strength, but I guess it's like when you have like titanium knuckles like that, do you really want to punch people? I feel like, I don't know, just depending on how your hand, like if your hand grafted to it well, or if it was like, if it properly grown or whatever, however it functions. But is that, maybe, like I said, maybe it gets into it. I keep pausing
recovery. Speaking of, we've increased Kevin's strength to astronomical levels. However, if he was ever in a fight, his defenses are sorely lacking. This is where things get a little nutty. A quick fix to this problem is a cutting-edge technology known as nanobots. A new technology, used mostly in the medical field, would be so small they could be injected into the human body. They're usually used to target and eliminate diseases that our immune system would normally have trouble with. Not only this, but they have the capability to repair muscle fibers. I think you can see where I'm going with this. Making nanobots a kind of regenerative superpower for Kevin, meaning any more training for Kevin would result in quicker gains and any actual damage to his body could be repaired. I don't know if he should rely on them medically, but it would help them a lot. An average human body has access to 40% of its natural musculature. With proper diet and training, it's increased to 65%. Steroids increase this number even further to around 85%. Hysterical strength by use of adrenaline, 100%. Exoskeleton, 145. We're not working with an average person. Genetically engineered, this percentage increases by at least an additional 30%, giving Kevin access to over 175% of his musculature. We're not working with an average person. Genetically engineered, this percentage increases by at least an additional 30%, giving Kevin access to over 175% of his musculature. Bone reinforcements not only increase durability, but give structural support, increasing this to 195%. Nanobots increase this by accelerating muscle growth. Kevin now has access to a whopping 215% strength potential of an average man. Say there were two friends. One was 442 pounds and the other was an average human. That average human, under optimal conditions, can lift his friend, who is 442 pounds. While our boy Kevin here can lift approximately 1,200 pounds, or 2.6 times stronger than an average human.
Interesting. I like it. Like I said, I think everything up to when he started getting into cybernetics and stuff like that. I thought it was actually a pretty cool video. I actually really liked the video. Like I said, I just wish. I think it's one of those videos where it delivers a lot, and I think you want more. That's the problem. You know, I think that's the problem. I think he had me so much. I'm like, man, that shit kind of sounds kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? It sounds kind of cool, and then you realize it's like, you know, obviously the nanobot's cool, but those are those things that are actively running in your body all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think maybe things that could have been like things that could have maybe been added was like maybe, damn, I kind of want to watch this too. Fuck, I kind of want to watch this. I like his videos a lot. But I think one thing that could also, what is it? That could improve anything would be like those. Well, I guess it is a part of, you know, training, but you know, obviously you can only do so much. But like the I don't know. I guess stuff like that you see Monk do, like the testicle thing where it's like, you know, you know, where they grind the balls. With they ankles and in shins. Then maybe you got some of those techniques where they, like, you know, they use their finger. They just some steel balls. I know y'all seen that video, that guy who cracks coconuts with his finger. What else? That's about it. What about adding salt to your body too? Couldn't salt technically improve the strength of your body as well? You know, increase the I don't know. Would it harden the skin, but it would probably crack as well. But let's assume that the body's able to, especially the genetically modified body, to be able to bypass a lot of that. I'm trying to think what else. Mental as well. Maybe mental could add an additional 2%, 5%. But I guess that would be considered adrenaline as well. I don't know. I just thought that was a fun topic. Now let's go into this guy. If you guys don't know who he is, genetic freak. But he does a lot of steroids. You can tell bro suffers a lot from, he even says it himself, body dysmorphia, like heavy. I don't know if all bodybuilders do that. I guess it would kind of make sense, because it's like, oh, I need to get bigger, or it's just like, I know I'm getting bigger and I'm just like, I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But this guy right here, he talks about it a lot, how his mental and how he generally, it fucks him up when he looks in the mirror and he's like, I'm still too small. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen his videos where he started off, like, I didn't get into him where he was like really, really huge. You know what I'm saying? Or like when he was really small and then he just started, you know, bulking up from there. I did get to a point where I noticed the change from him being, from when he used to be to where he's at now. The dude is fucking huge. I mean, huge. You know? And he's just a freak. Probably strong as fuck too, but man, you know what I'm saying? And documents a lot. I'm like, damn, he's interesting. But you could see, damn, sometimes you could tell bro be suffering. He just be suffering because it's like, man, I just need to get bigger. It's a shame. Maybe they'll talk about it in this. Let's see. But I just thought that would be like an interesting little video into a switch of this one. Cause I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Let's see.
Would you consider somebody who is in this form, struggling to just exist? I look at his videos and I'm like, dude, I'm concerned for you. I'm not hating him at all. Like, I don't hate the guy at all.
Disclaimer, this video is educational and informative in nature. Do not contact.
In fact, the dude's fucking, like he said, the dude's fucking massive. He's massive, but to him, he feels that he's tiny. I'm like, damn, bro, that is unreal. And he has a girlfriend too, and his girlfriend, you know, bless her heart, man. Bless her heart. But dude, you gotta think about the effects afterwards, man. And he even said, like, it sometimes, and they both said it before, it puts strain on the relationship. Like, it puts big strain on the relationship. Because, you know, he tends to have those roid rage moments. You know, he's flat out says he uses roids. They're probably going to get onto this in much more detail, but I do want to let you know from what I know, from what I've seen, because like I said, his videos are actually quite entertaining. But like I said, the fact is, like, the guy is just a fucking monster.
anyone shown in this video. Also,
he
this
just
video is
cannot
discussing
accept
steroids.
that.
Do
He can't
not
accept
use
that, bro.
steroids.
This is entirely
like,
for
dude.
educational and entertainment purposes only.
This isn't good, and I don't want to be performative or exaggerative of the situation just for views. It is genuinely not good, and I am actually very concerned about Genetic Anomaly. Now, if you don't know who Genetic Anomaly is, he's basically somebody
bro.
who's built his entire
Look at the
character
size of that nigga, bro. Bro, his whole calf is probably the size of my torso. What the fuck are you talking about? You're small. Bro, and this is over video. Keep that in mind. He looks huge. Keep that in fucking mind, bro. He's huge. All muscle, bro. Probably not a lick of fat. Probably not a lick of fat on this body, bro. What the fuck?
online about the process of him getting bigger and just globally bigger, just a larger human being. His goal is basically to get as big as he possibly can and eventually do bodybuilding, basically.
Dude, I feel a
he has
heart
competed,
attack.
I think, once or twice, but like his
body.
objective goal is to become Mr. Olympia. And he's recorded that process over time, but he's done so in a way that highlights the effects of bodybuilding, specifically the negative effects, and sort of a, I guess, grotesque highlight reel of everything that he's gone through. For instance, his skin changing color, his body looking inflamed and I guess bloated, his stomach being distended, him puking after eating meals, his breathing being very taxed. Like, that is his entire internet personality. Now, obviously, the character himself, he has more depth than that, and you see a lot of that on his YouTube, but most of what's going viral about him is talking about the health implications from what he is doing to himself. And what's really interesting about this is 10 months ago, Genetic Anomaly went through a surgery to get his gyno removed, and during that period of time, he stopped bodybuilding, essentially.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, there you go. The gynomastia, that is true.
Wasn't necessarily training,
not the
and
smartest
wasn't
guy,
necessarily eating as much food.
Pieces.
And as a result,
hold on, what did he say? Sorry, there was a lot there.
Interesting about this is 10 months ago, Genetic Anomaly went through a surgery to get his gyno removed, and during that period of time, he stopped bodybuilding, essentially. Didn't take gear, wasn't necessarily training, and wasn't necessarily eating as much food. And as a
he's definitely a little bit more defined in the ab area. Could also be lighting and everything like that. But it don't look like bro lost much. You know what I'm saying? Don't like he lost much. It's interesting too, the fact that he wanted to get his gynomastia removed. That's interesting. I would assume, once again, because you're a bodybuilder, you would want everything to be bigger. But unless that is like reduces, I don't know.
Result of that, he looked drastically better overall. And I think, honestly, it's fair to assume that people would still follow him and actually be appealed to him if he looked like how he looked when he wasn't doing anything. But after just a short 10 months, he's already completely in the opposite direction and transformed once again. Now, what I want to talk about in this video is very specific to how blood work doesn't tell you the full story. Because something that he constantly mentions is that everyone jokes about how he's going to die, but his blood work looks good. But blood work is far from everything that you need to be concerned about when you're running astronomical doses of androgens. And for those of you who are unaware, androgens basically just is another word colloquially for steroids.
Okay.
You'll also hear me say Sazul or gear.
I knew that. If y'all didn't, I knew it. Trust me.
This all means steroids, large doses of steroids. Now, stick with me because there's a lot to cover in this video and so many clips to review. If you can, subscribe. It actually helps the channel out tremendously, and it's a really big thing here at YouTube. Bro. They care about it a lot, and we got to keep the lights on, so I appreciate you.
Are you out of breath just from going to pee?
No. I'm out of breath from existing.
Alright.
I'm getting too big. That's okay.
Let's slap on another 7 kilo.
So you can immediately tell, like, even his girlfriend expresses concern in this, and a lot of the times he's upset about how people joke about he's going to die young, essentially, online, but his closest companion is honestly talking about it more often, is expressing more concern about his health than I think anybody is online. Like, a lot of the people online are just, you know, hate commenting, which happens. It is what it is. But his girlfriend, who you should listen to, is often expressing concern more than anybody. And just him, they haven't started a workout yet, right? Like, this this is before the workout has started, he's exhausted, he's out of breath. And as he says, it's exhausting just existing at this point. When your body is put under this much tax, it's less about blood work, and you can directly see this. It's pulmonary hypertension, it's like diaphragmatic pressure from the food you're eating, and it is the steroids causing excessive degrees of water retention in your body and around organs that cause the heart to strain, and the requirement for oxygen goes up drastically. These things combined are not good. Long term, not good stuff.
Like a sloppy mammoth. No.
You think that's gonna stop me from going up to 125?
That's the thing, bro. That's the thing. It's like you can tell, bro's mental is just he's burying a lot of it. His mental durability is fucking elite, or it is not strong at all, and he just puts on that appearance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he struggles in that world of like, there had to that thought process had to have been went there at least once, but it must have like I don't know. I would assume, right? I would assume if you're at this guy's level, right? If you're at this guy's level, at a point there had to have been some point in time where you're like, I might die, right? I might die, and then from there, you realize that fucks you up. Like that might fuck you up to the point where you will never achieve that max again. So you probably never delve into that hole again. You know what I'm saying? Because like you permanently reduced your own strength and the size that you could be at by simply saying, nah, I could have died. You know what I'm saying? Compared to if he just is like, nah, I'm good. I got everything. Everything's hitting right. I'm doing everything right. Keep my health, but I just know that these are bad things. You know what I'm saying? I can see him maybe doing that, but it's like I said, it's a shame. It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? And there could be a point too in his mind where he knows it's like, he's like my partner, right? My partner. This is what I think is a good example where we're seeing a combination of two people that I think genuinely love each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what could be going on off scenes, but I do believe they genuinely do love each other. But when you see that, you can tell her love is definitely like, I may not be with this guy for the rest of my life. And her constantly saying it, she don't mean it, but it's just that's the truth. That's reality coming out. You know what I'm saying? And I think he understands that, and maybe they talk about it. But like I said, it could be one of those things where she just can't accept it, and she's just like, I got to keep saying it no matter what the case is, because the chance that you maybe do be like, you know what, maybe it's time to wake up. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man.
Cool. I'm just thinking about your health, you stupid idiot.
No, health is good. It's just harder to live.
Okay.
Because humans aren't meant to be this big.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was skinny before, so I kind of broke the rules of life.
Break the rules of fucking breathing.
It's like my dog.
Guys, when he's listening, he breathes like this.
You can she brings this up constantly, and it's like, man, if she's bringing it up and we're just seeing clips, right? She's there 24/7. It's got to be a problem. And may I just add, this girl is like top tier. So kudos to him for finding an amazing girl. But genuinely, the concern that she has concerns me even more, because what I see is a very selective 20 minutes of the situation, not a whole 24 hours with the guy.
It's good to be dangerously big. It's not good to push it too far.
Exactly, and it's too far when you've been talking for 2 minutes and you're out of breath. So, but exactly, it gets to a point when it's just too much.
Okay, third thing is sleep. I noticed that when I go over 110 kilo, my sleep just gets a bit worse, and then the bigger I get, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Now, obviously, I need to get used to the CPAP. I'm still not mastering that yet, and I fucking hate it. I wanna try it when I'm able to, because it gets to a point where I'm staying up till like 4 a.m. to get my meals in. I'm not gonna put on a mask at fucking 4 a.m. and just not sleep at all, like trying to learn something when I shouldn't be learning it at that time. I need to find a good time for it, because it's genuinely hell already. But your sleep will get worse when you're pushing food. It's normal, so don't feel like you're different just because you're sleeping bad. You're pushing your body in many ways. You're giving it a lot of stress. It's not meant to eat this much and to grow this much. So we know what we're putting ourselves through. And there was a saying, the only way to get out of the tunnel is through it, you know.
And you can see, like,
Bro's
even just doing
bro
basic
is
stuff at
mental.
home, he's
Bro's
out of
mental
breath.
as
But not only that, you'll
fucking
constantly
insane.
see him, like, leaning over the counter in
He's
this
tired,
sort of fatigued
fucking
state
exhausted.
whenever he is doing basically anything. And this is a pretty big commonality amongst big bodybuilders, is you'll see that they get quite fatigued just from, I guess, existing, you know, standing around, doing things. And they'll be leaned over, hunched over, laying down, sitting down, whenever and however.
Now this shit like here. Why do you think motherfuckers that got muscles be passing out with it? I was trying to make a thug sound, but my body couldn't slam any part of this on here, and I was gonna do my hand, but I'm like, y'all would see that, you know, y'all would see that.
When it's possible. It's a commonality, and it's because obviously having that degree of muscle mass is fatiguing, but also the implications of pushing your body to extreme extents with drugs that are biologically changing mechanisms in depth. It costs a lot of energy, and that energy is often expressed through needing to eat a lot of calories, but it's also expressed in exhaustion. Like, you genuinely feel exhausted all of the time, and I speak this from experience, you know, being 260 pounds or whatever. It is a very exhausting experience to just exist in life. You wake up, you are up for 3 hours, then you probably need a nap already. You know what I mean? And it just progressively gets worse as things keep going. And this is compounded by the fact,
it just goes to show how much energy muscles require too. Just the process of existing, how much energy that really does exert on your own body itself. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, as you get bigger, you know, that thing really starts to exercise itself much more. What's up with this artifact thing around him? What's up with this? I know that's like effect due to the green screen, but like, you know, that, and this, mind you, I'm not no workout guru or genius. You know what I'm saying? I think I do what I need to do in order to work out. You know, the daily push-ups, run, squats, whatever. You know, just you know, I think what I need to do more is get more into repetitions. You know, the reps, you know, doing this and getting the sets in, you know what I'm saying? Because that actually seems to matter more than actually just, oh, I'm going to bust out 30 a day. I'm going to bust out 50, 60, 70 a day, you know? It's the repetition when your body starts going to gain that, you know? Because eventually you're just going to stagnate. And the same thing goes from when you're too skinny. You know, you would assume somebody like this guy would be, you know, you would assume that the body would be in peak condition. You would assume it to be in peak condition because you're like, yo, your body's just muscle. You're just strong. You know, you know, you got all this strength and this energy and power because you worked out to the max. You should be at peak health, but no, you know. And it goes to show that interesting balance in life. That balance that we have in life. You know, if you're too skinny, you might also be tired. Or you may get to the point where you're just not able to do anything because your body has no reserves to run off of, you know? Or you may not feel it. And it's like, and another thing too, right? And I'm going to move on. This might be a little bit of off topic, but when I was boxing, right? I noticed that I've always looked at it, I'm like, yo, why the fuck can these people that are much skinnier than me bust out almost twice? Maybe not twice, but maybe like 10 to 20 more push-ups than me, or, you know, squats than me. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, as you start doing things more, you're like, okay, all the skinny people are doing this. Even the ones that may not really be they may not have been working out, but they do have some athletic ability to them. Like, okay, definitely able to do this, you know. Then you realize weight does play a big part into that, you know. You weigh 200-300 pounds, you're trying to bust 50 push-ups, you know, you're probably going to get exhausted because your body literally has to push all that up, you know. Same thing with squats, running, you know. So a lot of that plays into factor, and I think maybe people understand that the things to do these things could be difficult. It's really not. I think it's just we want results quick, you know. But you don't realize how much it actually does for you over time, you know. And I just thought it was just one of those things that were interesting. It's like same thing, you know. I remember when I first started, like I said, I'm gonna try and keep it short. When I first started boxing, I boxed like the 16-year-old. I think it was 20 at the time, 20 something like that. Doing boxing maybe like 3 years. So that sounds about right. And the kid was 16, but he weighed like 215, 220, something like that. And I know me, I was real small at the time. I was maybe close to maybe 170, 160, you know, didn't really have much real mass to me, and I was real skinny. And I remember like, but I was still, I started getting more into boxing, you know, it was like, you know, it was definitely something where it was like, all right, cool. I was definitely better than the kid in terms of technique and skill. But the kid, he was also good too. You know, he wasn't just some pusher like, you know, no, I actually, he taught me a lesson, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was, I remember I was up there, got into my stance, and, you know, I just remember like, you know, I was just tapping him, ha ha ha, you know, just getting him down a little bit. And then he hit me. I tell you not, that shit went like this, broke all that through me. And I'm telling you not, just felt everything. That was the first time. And then I think he caught me. Like I said, I wasn't great at the time, but I was better than the kid. And he just caught me. Seen nothing but a flash. I was like, oh, it threw me back. It threw me back. Luckily, I didn't get knocked out, but I seen a flash. And I got dazed. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a little bit. Luckily, the kid was fucking tired. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he didn't have that attack kill mindset just yet. But he was going through it. He was just... And I'm like, yo, and I tell you now, I was exhausted just like him. I just... All that force and energy that he was just putting into my body at the time. Oh my God. I gave the kid a hug. I was like, shit. I'm like, if anything, you won. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was devastating. You know what I'm saying? It was just sparring. It was sparring. So it wasn't, you know, obviously we weren't trying to kill each other. Luckily, he was probably one of the few kids that I've actually met that actually had at least a good understanding of how sparring went. You know, he wasn't one of those ones, I need to hit you 50,000 times with, you know, all my power. You know, the kid was just strong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Stronger than me. So...
that he, no matter what, is constantly eating food, which is definitely something that's required for him. As you can see, he stays very lean in a bulk where supposedly he's eating over 1,000 grams of carbohydrates per day, but he's throwing up and then literally eating his throw up. I don't know about you, but there's just in no shape or form am I ever going to be that dedicated to getting big to think that the, you know, 75 calories that I threw up is going to be a make or break deal for me. Now, I just want to ask a critical question. Would you consider somebody who is in this form, right, struggling to just exist, per his words, as something of an ideal? Like, would you consider this to be what you want out of life? Now, obviously, whoa.
Not this, but I think he's doing exactly what a lot of these people do. Just he's physically living it. You know what I'm saying? That exhaustion, that tiredness. That thought that no matter what the case is, what I'm doing is not wrong. It's what I think you can even consider that what a lot of CEOs live by. You know, a lot of those millionaires that could achieve that billionaire status. You know what I'm saying? That kind of like, you know, I feel like a lot of these people, they still exist with people. You know, like people like this, right? You know, like his girlfriend. And with that existence being with them, you know, it still kind of grounds them a little bit. And, you know, but they understand that they're so focused and fixated and their idea that I have to keep growing. My money has to keep growing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be in cash, I feel like this guy is just doing it with muscle, you know? Obviously, you know, there are two different ones, but in the sense, I think the idea behind it still stands, you know? You know, because when is it ever going to be enough? When is there ever going to be enough money? Never. You know, when you have that mindset, then who knows? Tomorrow it could be like, we tested you. You now lost all that money. You know what I'm saying? They're like, damn, that one, because I did that, it stopped. You know what I'm saying? But it's always going to be easier to make the next. You know, same thing with this guy. He's big. He's done the bill. Maybe him saying like, maybe I should slow down. Then he slows down and then he's fucked. You know, he's fucked. Then he's like, nope, never again. And he can probably get back up to this level again much faster because he's done it before. You know, the ideal is dangerous. You know, it could be quite lonely. I think it would be quite lonely because you do have to set things aside. but that's up to you.
different things
and how
than
wanna
you.
approach it.
But I think the general idea here is a lot of people think of the physique before they think of the implications of having that physique and what it really takes. And the biggest thing is like, is that actually worth it? You know, is having that outcome worth the gyno, worth the acne, worth the sleep apnea, worth the breathing and just the shortness of breath constantly?
It's funny to me because I feel like bodybuilding is the only sport where we get so much hate just for chasing our dream. Like for me, I want to get big, I want to compete on the Olympia stage. All the people tell me, you're gonna die at 40, you're gonna die at 30. Give up, you're never gonna be an Olympian. Everyone just brings you down. There's a lot of good comments, but there's a lot of bad. Like there's more bad than good, you know, it's just normal. And yes, it's always like the jealous people or like weird guys with no profile picture or like, it's just haters, you know, like they hate for no good reason. But I feel like bodybuilding is the one sport where we get so much that it's like overwhelming at some point, you know, especially with someone like me who gets millions of views on social media.
And he mentions this as like bodybuilding is the only sport where you get hate. And I don't think the reasonable thing here would be to assume that this is not hate, it's people concerned for you. But I understand how a lot of Instagram comments obviously turn into hate. Like it is what it is. It exists on the internet. But people like me making videos on this subject, I'm not hating him at all. Like I don't hate the guy at all. I look at his videos and I'm like, dude, I'm concerned for you because I've seen people go down this path and end up in diabolical situations that alter their life for the rest of their life. Now, the hate is derived in a lot of cases because a lot of people die in bodybuilding. A lot of people. Now, there's a sport called MotoGP. This is a sport where you basically go exotically fast on a motorcycle, and I'm talking exotically fast. If you think you could compare deaths in bodybuilding to deaths in MotoGP and think that they'd be pretty equivalent, if not having MotoGP be higher because it's a very high-risk sport, well, it's fair to assume. You would assume MotoGP would have more deaths in it. But in fact, bodybuilding has more deaths in accumulation than MotoGP does, and that's fucking insane to say. The hate isn't coming from the fact that you're just being a bodybuilder and you're pursuing bodybuilding. The hate comes from a point of concern where there's obvious issues with what's going on right now. If you're struggling to breathe by just simply standing, that is concerning. But the other thing too is when you create your whole image online from highlighting these things and showing people these things, it's going to reflect in these kind of commentary coming out more frequently.
And to everyone saying I'm dying, I'm not. All my tests are good. Blood work is always good. If there was anything that's off, I would tell you guys, because like the point of me recording everything is to show my journey, you know, good and bad. Like when I injured my pec, I told you guys. So if my blood work is gonna be off, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do to fix my blood work, you know. But so far everything is good because I'm not doing anything too crazy.
And this is a constant thing you'll hear him say. It's like, well, my labs are good. I know my health is in check. Look, we're gonna explain something really important here. Stick with me. Labs are not everything. Labs are testing your serum concentrations of specific compounds in your blood, and these compounds correlate to specific outcomes. So it's a good thing to get labs. It's very helpful. But like I said, it's only testing what's in serum. It's not testing what's happening at an intracellular level. It's not testing what's happening to organs actively and how they're architecturally changing. So for instance, lab work can show and indicate that your hepatic system may be stressed or not stressed, but that doesn't indicate is that hepatic system functioning fully. So if we get imaging, for example, does it have cirrhosis or scarring? Is it enlarged? Does it have fat accumulated around it? These are things that blood work will basically never be able to indicate. Furthermore, like heart morphology and function, like your ejection fraction, these things you really cannot indicate ever from lab tests. What you do need is an echocardiogram, which is going to see the valves functioning. It's going to be able to measure ejection fraction, which is critically important. It's going to be able to see the size of the heart and how as a whole it's functioning. If you have no idea of what your heart looks like and you're doing things like this, you're breathing like this, you're this taxed, you got no fucking clue how healthy you are. Like your blood work might show that your liver enzymes are Gucci, but that is far from the full story, like so far from the full story. And these are the things that are insidious because bodybuilders will assume, well, my CBC and CMP panel are fucking great, comprehensive metabolic and a complete blood count. But these panels, first of all, are garbage. Like, they're throwaway panels for the most part, because you're not getting deep analytic insight of your health. You're just getting a very surface level view of things. Maybe they might think, oh, my hepatic enzymes are great, my transamerases are great, so I'm totally fine. Again, very surface level shit going on here. First of all,
I guess to an extent,
way better lab
I guess
metrics
that
to
does
look
make
at,
sense, you know.
apolipoprotein
Technically,
distributions,
I guess
and
on the surface, he would be
apolipoprotein B
okay.
specifically, or
On the surface,
GGT, or
everything
there's a
okay,
lot,
but
right?
the underlying
Homocysteine, you
issues,
can go down the list.
we
But
can
more
see it.
importantly, it's like, how does
Visually,
that
the heart
organ
is just-
look? Because in somebody
heart
like
is
Rich
just-
Piano, when he passed away, his liver was enlarged, exotically large. Like, and that was from him being so massive and obviously blasting tons of steroids, something that these two people have directly in common.
On the back, I'm gonna be too locked into getting big, and there's like a bunch of protocols and stuff that I won't get into, that I need to stick to. It makes life like impossible. And on the cut, I'm gonna be too locked into the cut. The head phase is like the mid phase, you know, where you just do anything to rest, essentially. I'm gonna do this for a long time, and I'm not gonna spend
Little
like
cat.
15 years
I don't
of
even
my
like those
life
animals.
just
I'm a dog guy.
bodybuilding. I do need to find
do not
time
like
to
cats.
just relax and live.
Now, to be fair, he is in a
you
health
want?
phase, whatever that really means for him, but I'm glad to see that he's doing that, because it's very critical as a person of his size to stop eating so many calories for a period of time, and to
where are
obviously
you
stop
shopping
doing
at?
as much drugs for a period of time, to allow his body
Bro,
to
gotta be
recuperate
shopping
as
in,
much
like-
as it
like
possibly
movie
can.
sets.
And I think it is something that often goes overlooked in a lot of bodybuilders, because they are so obsessed with getting bigger. And his intentions are to do this as long as he
Fuck,
possibly
man, don't come in my
can to
gym
get
being
the
that big.
ideal
Hell no.
outcome, which is specifically becoming Mr. Olympia. But even with this, there is a couple problems. There are certain things that don't just regenerate, right? Cardiac tissue, the damaging of myocardium, like the muscle of your heart, the damaging of your hepatic system, right? Like actual sclerosis, the impairment of your pancreas. Like, these things compound, they don't get better. So for instance, right, like if somebody says, well, I'm going to take a health phase because my liver enzymes are fucked, you know? It's like, okay, how do we know the status of your liver though? Like, you're telling me that your liver enzymes are fucked, so maybe there's something to look at there. But have we gotten imaging? Like, what's going on? Do you know if there's
I'm
cirrhosis?
seeing
Do you know
what's
if
being
you just
said.
have like a little bit of
You know what
fatty
I'm
liver
saying?
disease? Like, what's actually going on
I'm
here? And so
about to go
if
become
you
a
are
doctor
actually
at the end of the
damaging
day.
organs,
Bro,
like if
giving
you've had
information.
some clear clinical dysfunction, you are not just taking a health phase, because that shit just doesn't come back, okay? You are then compounding on the negative implications of your actions. Furthermore, every time you get back into a massing phase or a cutting phase where you are abusing androgens and very different amounts of other things, I'm sure, it's not just you're healing and then continuing. You're improving
You know
lab
what
metrics.
worst part is, you think his girlfriend's helping him with the steroids, bro? You think she's helping him inject him? Because obviously, motherfucker's probably so big, his shit probably going like that. Arm literally can't lock back. Nigga got like 80 feet of muscle back here. No way your shit bending. No way you getting down. No way you getting down there. And you need that injection to be in the best spot possible, directly into the stream of blood.
But are you further damaging things? Are you compounding the risk applied to you over time? And this is why bodybuilding is so precarious, because you can obviously see health get better
man,
from
I
a
hope that's not
lab
the
work
case. That would
perspective.
suck.
But in terms of organ function,
her-
is it
her
just
also idea would be
progressively
that I'm
getting
also
worse
killing you.
over the years and years and years of exposure?
In every extreme sport, in MMA, they get hit in the head like so many times. The risk of becoming fucking...
That's so true. You can become a cripple. You can well, I won't say die, but you can,
You can
really
die.
well, you can die, yeah, but you know.
Like, they can just... You're throwing
Isn't
two
those-
people
aren't
in the
those- aren't those
fucking
numbers
cage,
usually
they're punching
associated?
each other.
No, but it's
Obviously,
like,
there is brain damage that caused. I'm not gonna say like 10 years of you literally getting punched in the fucking head ain't gonna cause no brain damage. But isn't that usually a lot heavier when it comes to higher weight classes, like heavyweight? Because they're literally like 200 fucking pounds of force being put into your skull. You know what I'm saying? Directly. Most bodybuilders don't really defend that much. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing is, how we gonna knock somebody out? You know what I'm saying?
yes, but I mean, there's referees for a reason, you know. Your referee is Josh, your coach.
But even with the referee, it's still like risky. You
Yeah,
know?
no,
Like,
exactly. It's
you're
very
getting
dangerous,
hit, you're hitting
obviously.
back. Like, that is extreme. That is a dangerous sport. But you don't tell an MMA guy, don't fight because it's dangerous.
No, you tell them don't get hit
of like
because
people
getting hit
who
is
hate
stupid.
bodybuilding
So
should
you can
also hate
prevent
other
that.
sports like MMA, but it's so different. Like in MMA, obviously people don't want you to fight. Your loved ones don't want you to fight because it's risky. But also there's referees, right? And they stop a fight before it gets too critical. You're getting hit in the head, sure, and there's
Bodybuilding's
traumatic
not the
brain
case.
injuries amongst a lot of fighters, sure, but it's a very professional sport where people have physicians and medical professionals guiding the process a lot of the time. And specifically, you know, they get paid in astronomical amounts of money. Now, there's a lot of controversy about this, so I don't want to inflate this too much because early level MMA fighters get paid shit. Like, they just don't get paid a lot of money at all, and that's a problem. But a lot of the professional fighters who are taking the heaviest blows are often getting paid and compensated very well for what they're doing, and they also have clinical oversight most of the time. The other thing is they're not actively abusing things and drugs that will progressively make them worse over time. And oftentimes they're getting tested multiple times randomly throughout the year and have a biological passport. So they actually know fairly well like where their health is at.
I can definitely agree, but like I said, because as somebody who's actually been in the field, not MMA, like I said, boxing, like I said, but the biggest thing is don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? You can take some body damage, you know, here and there. That may fuck you up a little bit, but you know, body's meant to, you know, take a little bit of that brunt of damage, you know. But when it, like I said, when it comes to something like this right here, when it comes to bodybuilding, where it's literally the idea is get big as fast as possible, the only time you're gonna stop is if you tear a muscle. Obviously, that's going to be the case with other sports, but bodybuilding, you're going to keep going until you literally can't go anymore. Compared to boxing, like I said, you may just get put on your ass, you know, and that's it for the day. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh, let me get like 2-hour break. You know what I'm saying? Let me get like a 2-hour break and then back at it and back at the fight again. You know, I feel like those things, but the biggest thing is don't get hit. Bodybuilding, you're getting hit 24/7 in this sense. You know.
Consistently on average compared to a bodybuilding. But I think most importantly is like the sport has a lot of eyes on it, and there's people looking at it from a very clinical, in terms of technicality perspective, and referees that are paying very close attention to blows that are happening and stop before anything gets too significant. And as I'm going through these videos, I just keep hearing sort of these like excuses in a sense of, I think he's trying to justify his actions a bit more and more as people address this more. And so this time he's saying that basically he's healthy because he uses the compounds that agree with him. But this is a massive cope. Like, this is a huge problem. Maybe that compound agrees with you in terms of its side effect profile, but the side effect profile is a very limited list of things that that drug is doing. There is a whole complex of other things that that drug is also doing which go unnoticed by you. Specifically, let's just talk about androgen receptor activation, right? So you take an androgen, a steroid of any type. You could take a synthetic variation of a steroid like Primobolan or Masteron or Nandrolone, or you could take testosterone, right? It's activating the androgen receptor, and this is initiating both genomic and non-genomic changes to your body, which elicit effects. One of those effects is obviously like bone mineralization and lean mass development, but a lot of those effects are completely off-targeted. It's why a lot of these steroids did not get approved for human use, because it is not an isolation, right? You're not getting just pure muscle mass. You're not just getting your libido fixed. You're not just enhancing bone mineral density.
That is true.
Globally active.
You know, obviously, I don't know over time. Maybe when it comes to stuff like that, maybe the tech's gotten better, right? This is not what he's going to. He's obviously talking about the biology and the side effects that these drugs can do. And okay, maybe it does do it, right? Who knows? Maybe that does increase your chances of survival by 10 to 15%. I mean, great. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, you know, I guess none is better than some, and maybe that's why a lot of these other bodybuilders, because they were just injecting. I don't know. I feel like there has to be some form of consistency, right? Maybe they were literally just injecting whatever they could into their arm or into their body, whatever they can, to just get big, because that thing would yield the most results. You know. I don't know. It's interesting.
Receptors, cardiac tissue, neural tissue, on prostate tissue, right? Hepatic function, kidney, really everything. Like, it's a systemic effect on the entire body. For example, it's why people get acne on cycle, because there's androgen receptors locally on sebaceous glands. There's these little things in your skin that secrete oil and stuff. And so it increases sebum production. It's not exclusive to just one thing. So you may be experiencing less effects on one drug that are considered negative by you, but that doesn't mean under the covers the same things aren't continuing to happen on a just as bad of a scale.
If I woke up in the morning I'm not one to just play games or like go to a normal job or just be average. I don't want to be average. I don't want to be skinny, you know.
It's the mindset.
I want to be bigger and I want to see how far I can get, you know. And that idea on its own, it brought me from working a construction job to being a full-time influencer where I don't even need to work a 9 to 5 anymore, you know, and like I'm my own boss, kind of. And I'm just living my dream now, you know.
And like, I understand this point, right? Like, bodybuilding and building this muscle has brought him a life that he probably would have never been able to obtain if he hadn't done so. I totally get that point, right? He has made it in a lot of ways. He has sponsors. He has a ton of people who are loyally following him, who enjoy his content and consistently show up for it.
Also,
That's
also, I'm curious, when I see a notice when a lot of bodybuilders flex they chest pectorals, that little bit of, are they all removing that? Are they all removing that? Is that what that is? Is that what is reducing that piece right there? I'm curious.
Dream.
Because always, like,
to be fair, him doing
this,
him taking steroids, him becoming this big, him living this way has led to that success. But the issue comes in two folds here, okay? One fold is that you aren't going to see this success with nearly anybody doing bodybuilding. If you took 1 in 10 bodybuilders, I would say that not even 1 in 10 of them would be as successful. You're looking at a scale of more of like 1 in 100, if that. I would say even more than that, 1 in 1,000 most likely. A lot of bodybuilders are never going to get recognition. They're never going to get paid for what they do, so they're still going to have to work the 9 to 5 job. They're still going to be miserable in some sense whilst doing bodybuilding. Like, I recognize he has been successful because of what he has done, but I also recognize that this is an outlier case, and there is people just like him that basically get no dividends from the effort that they're putting in and the sacrifices that they're making. Now, the other side of this fold is that also have to realize that once you've made it, you've kind of made it. And so, for instance, Chris Bumstead is a great example. You know, he won Mr. Olympia several times in classic physique, built brands, bought companies, and now is successful even without bodybuilding. Like, he still looks great, don't get me wrong, but he's not what he used to be, and he's still successful. Every time he shows up, every time he posts a YouTube video, it does well, and his businesses do well. That is a byproduct of the work that he put in early, but he recognized when he needed to exit that sport in general because of specifically his health was one thing he commonly mentioned, but also his family. And I think it's
that's a good thing to work on, because I know when he get old, them bones gonna degrade. Them bones gonna degrade. Him doing them stretches like that. Bro, if anything, that's what I want to start doing. I want to find somebody that can really teach me how to stretch, bro. I want to get nimble. I want to be Walter, as Bruce Lee said. If you're gonna move, you got to be like Walter Field Cup. You know? Is that what it was? It was something along those lines. I'm close. If not, then I'm just racist.
Recognize that, yes, it may have provided
fucking turned into a
things,
werewolf.
and by all means, that's awesome, but you also need to analyze yourself and what you're currently doing and ask if this is worth the continued effort, right? Is it worth me continuing to do these things, or is it worth maybe treating myself a bit better, not forcing myself to eat enough food, not forcing myself to take copious amounts of steroids, and instead just focusing on my career, my bodybuilding career that is correlated to the supplements that I sell and the brands that work with me and the content that I produce? Is it worth enriching my social media presence and businesses to gain more money and to
has he won his Olympia thing yet? Has he done an Olympia thing yet? I kind of want to search that up.
Actually conserve my lifetime, right? Like, we're taking years off of life here for something that probably isn't going to develop him a huge following outside of him just making content normally.
Fuck. I'm so pumped. I can barely flex or breathe. It's crazy. It feels like my muscle's gonna pop.
Oh my god.
More reps, more sets. I like working out.
Bro, the fucking mental.
Like, when you're talking about being so pumped you can barely breathe, man. It's just not good. All right, it's just not good. And I need to explain this a bit more because it really does matter. And the struggling of breath, right? This is a symptom that tells you something that is happening inside of your body, and it needs to be paid attention to. For one, motherfucker needs to be doing more cardio. Okay, I hate to say it, and it obviously makes gaining weight harder, but you need to be doing more cardio and training your system to accommodate the mass that you have.
That makes sense.
But two,
that's actually a good idea.
There's a lot more more going on when that happens. You're dealing with a mechanical and neural respiratory issue. It's global. It's not just specific to one area of your body. I mean, you're talking about airway geometry, chest wall mechanics, drive. There's so much going on. Bodybuilders uniquely load their upper airway with big necks, traps, obviously a chest that's fucking heavy, plus the PED-induced water retention and tissue thickening. Their neck circumference increases. They basically thicken the tissues around their airway lumen and make it basically more collapsible. And I think most importantly, one of those is the cardiovascular adaptations from being on androgens. Some shortness of breath is coming from diastolic dysfunction.
The fucker hasn't even done anything yet. Oh my God.
Poorly, and essentially this is a less competent ventricle. It's less functional heart work. Your stroke volume cannot increase adequately, so heart rate has to spike to maintain cardiac output, thus driving tachycardia and ventilation issues and perceived dyspnea, this exact breathing pattern that we see so commonly within these bodybuilders. And again, this is something that you cannot see within lab work, but it is absolutely a mortal risk.
Is that the pancreas?
So I guess
Pirates of the Pancreas?
Bro just needs to be careful. Like, I understand bodybuilding. I enjoy having a great physique, and I think it gets to a point where, you know, that great physique kind of gets to be not so great for you, but I do enjoy the premise of it, and I enjoy the work ethic and the trials and tribulations that one must go through and the sacrifice that they must commit to. It's commendable, to say the absolute least about it. It's just at certain points you have to realize, is the juice worth the squeeze? You have to seriously ask that question and ask, what am I getting out of this? Now, if it's self-fulfillment and it makes you happy, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to be the guy that says, stop doing what you love. It's just, it's concerning. You know, I don't even really know how to put this, but it's just, you have to take yourself out of that ambition for just a few moments and critically think about the whole picture, less than just your direct ambitions, the whole picture of your life and everything that's included in it. Are those things worth putting at risk? A great example is his amazing fucking girlfriend, right? Yeah, like, bro. I think it's fair to say, guys, you can agree.
Bro, put it in raps, bro, for her, bro. Put it in raps. And just say, you see it. You see it. If you watch a lot of the videos, she's the one recording him a lot of the times, too. She's dealing with a lot of this guy's fucking attitude when he gets roid raged, you know what I'm saying? The dude, you know, like, you got to think, when it comes to that anger, he also, you know, he's huge. She could also be terrified of the guy. She could be fucking terrified. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. But, you know, in any case, you know what I'm saying? There might even be that one lingering doubt that'd be like, not in her mind, but in somebody's mind, like, dude, if you abuse her, or if any kind of abuse is just like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? Dude, and like I said, the roid rage, he probably has good control of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets angsty sometimes, if he gets fucking kidded. Shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? For the W, my friend. Do it for her, my guy.
Agree with me here, but if you had a girl that supports you as much as this, that loves you as much as this, that does as much for you as this girl does, would you risk that just to get bigger? I wouldn't. I also wouldn't want to put her through me dying because of my own erratic fucking desire to be big. It's a weird thing. It's a really weird thing. And I get the pursuit of something. Like, I really do. But I think once you have this pursuit consume your life to a point where it's no longer productive, there's a problem. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video.
If you want to,
like, comment, or maybe even subscribe. It does actually help the channel so much. And if you're interested in taking control of your own health, one of our 2 options down below may help you. Anabolic Insights is an amazing third-party blood work website where you can purchase your own lab work, get it done by yourself, and then have the amazing AI system analyze it and interpret it for you. And then 2, On Wellness, our HRT TRT clinic with lots of other added services. We take care of your health so you don't have to think about it, and it's very cost-effective.
There's no way her massage helps either. There's no way she's getting through any of them, that layer of hide. Dorks is a PDF. Dude, what's up, dude? It's whatever, dude. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What else? Yeah, we want to watch this last one, bro. But yeah, damn, look how much it spiked from when we last seen it, bro. It's crazy, right? But man, just, you know, it's just like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like you said, it's that pursuit, like, you know, within yourself, you know what I'm saying? But I think you found it, bro. I think you found it. She's right by your side. She's right by your side, big dog. That's the pursuit right there. That's the pursuit right there, my boy. She's literally dealing with you through the thick and through. Like, this is rough. You know off camera shit's getting rough, bro. Like I said, I'm telling you, I know that roid rage be kicking. I know that roid rage be kicking, bro. She's still with you. She's still with you. Every day. What? Bro, that's a W. That's a W. That's a W woman right there. To you, should be a wife.
This is our plan to change your city.
Damn. I don't know if we're going to watch all this. Are we going to?
For the better. Allow children to start working at the age of 7.
Are you serious?
These strangers think they're here to approve new plans for the city. But the catch is, we made this presentation, and the only goal is to make the strangers turn against the presenters.
Children fit into tight spaces better than adults. This maximizes workplace value.
No way. It's disgusting.
What do you mean?
I'm offended.
This is offensive? It's a mock-up.
Of the kid who's gonna lose his hand?
No, it's showing that they can fit into tight
I didn't even know this. Bro, I didn't even notice.
This relieves adults from getting any serious injuries.
Knock yourself out.
This is abuse. You can't even.
So is it a yes?
No, next. Anybody want to say a yes on this one? Raise your hand. Horrible. No.
Okay, we'll move on then.
That was just the first of many city plans they'll have to present. And at the end, strangers will raise their hands if they approved of the plan. Because whichever team gets less hands after both teams present,
what are we
we'll
doing?
be doing a terrible mystery punishment at the end. But you know it's not gonna be us.
It's not gonna be us. We're good. By the way, guys, the boys have no idea what they're about to pitch next.
And it's gonna be bad.
Really bad, like bad.
The United States currently faces a
I
widespread
already
public
failed.
health crisis.
I couldn't say it. The United States circumstances crisis.
In our city, 27.6% of adults are classified as obese.
Yes. Okay.
Welcome our newest health initiative of adults are classified as obese.
Yes.
Welcome our newest health initiative, long walk parking spots.
What? You're not gonna get away with that.
Mandatory park.
That's kind of crazy, but it's kind of crazy, but yo, if that's what some people need, bro, that's actually, it's like I said, it's crazy. Don't think that's gonna come through. But you like really, that's one of those things where it's like, yo, if you big, you might genuinely like, that's all I gotta do, just to get over there, Now, because I'm thinking these are gonna be outlandish. And we're gonna get into the one. At least I don't believe this one is too outlandish. Obviously, no. Morality's sake, no. Obviously, you can't do that. But at the same time, maybe a few strings. Maybe have somebody that can really talk. You might be able to slide that in there.
Looking for obese people.
Mandatory? I think people need to take their own initiative to do that.
Well, we prefer to call it more like a fitness journey, right?
I would. You can't do it. People are gonna be very offended.
Some people fuck with it though. Some people fuck with it.
I didn't mean to offend anybody.
You're gonna wind up with lawsuits on that.
And who's gonna be dictating who's obese or not?
Okay, Justin did help make with this. Like,
wow. Just threw up Justin.
That was good. That was good though.
I'm just saying, he wanted me to. I'm sorry. You can find these spots located at the back of any parking lot.
Oh my God.
No, you can't.
This gotta be a joke.
If caught using normal people parking spots, you will be weighed and receive a $150 fine.
Oh, is that a scam? Is that a scam?
Shut up. Hold on, guys. It's not funny.
So do you park farther away to walk?
I mean, as of recently, I'm kind of going through, the fitness grind, so.
Okay, so I command you to always park farther.
Okay, so I got to stick to my word and.
Or you have to pay us.
You ain't laying nothing down, mama.
Yo, he's dead as control. Who the fuck? I command you? I've never seen this. This is gonna be the craziest I've ever seen.
So this one's a no.
No, absolutely not.
I would say
in the back, is it a no?
I'm getting into the role.
Okay, let's move on. Our city faces a severe homelessness crisis. We can solve this and give homeless residents a second chance. We are proud to announce the Hope Tower.
Okay, this is absurd.
That is fucking wild. Look, I couldn't sell it. I couldn't sell it.
What's the liability issue with all of this?
We haven't thought of that yet.
Yeah, well, You know what?
You just hit him with the you know what.
How are they not falling off of the...
Oh, I can't answer that. Maybe we put some walls. You want walls?
It's so negative, it's insane. They're all.
He said you got to put up mock-ups,
It
man. You got
moves
to be
tents
you
off
gotta
our
be
streets
sure. I
and
know they
into
just
one
kinda-
single structure.
What an eyesore.
That is true.
encouraging them to stay
That's a
Our
very good
streets
point.
and into one single structure.
What an eyesore.
encouraging them to stay homeless.
They would each get an address, so I mean they wouldn't be
That's
homeless.
fucking hilarious.
Free AC, I guess.
And water when it rains.
Oh, yeah.
It will be the world's tallest structure, equal to 3 Eiffel Towers.
Oh my God.
What the fuck, dude?
Is the mock-up the problem?
Crazy.
The reality of it is the problem. It's almost comical.
Well, it's just new ideas.
You guys gotta come on.
It clears our sidewalks while getting homeless people safely indoors.
How is that safe?
They're like
You know, one thing is, I don't think they actually disagree with the idea. That's how you know we'd be fucked as a society. I don't think they're actually disagreeing with the idea. I think they're like, well, why build a tower? Just take them out the city. Duh. You know, it's actually, if I'm listening to them correctly, I don't think they actually have a problem with dealing with that homeless situation the way it is compared to the fat one. This one, it seems like, it's just a little bit ugly. It's just a little bit ugly. Nobody really want to see that. You know, maybe the one person said, what if they fall? Maybe they do care a little bit. But honestly, I feel like they said, you know, line them up outside a certain area into a long strip away. Maybe. I'm curious.
You gotta have windows and doors.
They're more likely to be on drugs and fall off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Imagine this, right? You're walking along the sidewalk and there's just tons of homeless encampments right there. You put them in here, it's done.
Who's cleaning all of them and maintaining them?
We're not gonna maintain it.
No, it's on them.
Yeah, it's their home.
Does anybody come in your home and clean your home?
Okay, so with all
Good
of these
point.
people living in there, so if it becomes rat infested like all the camps they have,
Well, that's not our problem. We're doing them a service in the first place.
That's not our problem though. We're doing them a service.
whose problem is it then if it's on city property and it's owned by the city?
It's their problem because we just gave them indoors.
That
Around
isn't
these
indoors.
buildings.
Well, let's just keep going then. We can even partner with neighboring cities. We'll offer to bring all their homeless residents here.
Oh, and bring more in here.
That's why we've created it so tall.
How many say no to bringing more in?
No.
What did I say? I told you some people kind of fucking with the idea. I think some of these people might be. I think they kind of like, yo, yeah. I think they fucking with it.
We'll become the world's homelessness hub.
We will become the world's
Homeless capital?
Dude, she's just finishing his sentences.
homeless capital.
Where?
Here. He wants to bus them in here.
Homeless people from all over the world will travel here.
Homeless people from all over the world.
These are people and not pests, and they aren't meant to be corralled and.
No, they don't have to go on the bus. We would just highly suggest it.
Peak rage, man.
Cooked.
So is this
Some
one a
people were
yes
kind
or
of
a
fucking
no?
with the idea.
No.
Hard no on everybody. No?
Also, rodents can be
No?
a sustainable food source.
Okay. Well, rodents. Okay.
He wouldn't say it.
It's the sales
keep
over.
going.
Yo, we're going home winning tonight.
Housing costs are too high, but we can fix it. Houses of worship pay 0 property tax and sit
Hold on,
empty.
what was this
Six
one?
too high, but we can fix it. Houses
Okay.
of worship pay 0 property tax and sit empty 6 days a week.
She's gonna have something to say about this.
We are building affordable housing directly on their land.
No. Are you kidding?
Are you kidding?
That's a good one. That's a
Where
good
do the
one.
houses of worship go? Introducing the Mega Faith Center.
Oh my God.
No.
That is a little bit. That is crazy, but
Great fantasy.
Picture it, every faith under one roof, together for the first time.
How does
But
that
it's not
help
going.
our housing?
Do you know how many religions there are?
Talking about a target for a bomb.
Bomb.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
If that's a problem, we can make them go through a metal detector.
If it's a problem, we could always make them go through like a metal.
Bro, it's the biggest thing ever. That's a bomb. What? What the fuck are you talking about? You can already tell where bro mindset is. You can already tell where his mindset is. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder why people were. I wonder if these people are more afraid of because it's like the social gathering mindset. I feel like if there was one person that was willing to really be like, hey, listen, because they're all at the point. The lady who's being the most vocal, clearly she's the leader of the group right now, right? Let's just be honest. The one who's the most vocal is going to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna have the chiefs behind. You know what I'm saying? Or the subjects. I guess I don't know. I couldn't find a safer word or a nicer word. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to that, I feel like I think if you isolate it, like anything, of course, like anything, obviously you have to do group things, but you made it anonymous. you might have more yeses than you would no's. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the one that's being the most vocal is going to be the one that speaks for everybody. It's going to be honest, especially if everybody's already on the line of teetering on that morale line. You know what I'm saying? That it's going to be the case. But in this case,
Metal detector. You know what I mean?
You don't want to bring that to church.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that some people are anti-religion.
Well, if everybody's all combined, why would anybody hurt each other?
Certain religions don't get along. Like I think the two to the right are in a full-blown war right now.
Oh,
those two guys?
Oh, those? Yeah, you're okay.
Say this could be their first time sharing land.
Well, this could be their first time sharing land.
This is almost a comedy skit.
No, I'm serious.
Where did all these ideas come from?
Us. Yeah, we sit in circles and we just try to figure it out. Do you guys like it or no?
Waste of money.
Did I hear a yes?
No.
I heard a yes in the back. Okay.
Is there anybody saying yes? Let him know.
I say yes.
Yes? Okay, thank you.
I fuck with it.
Thank you.
I appreciate the honesty.
This is our. She's like our goat.
We have a safety problem in this city. Traditional policing is expensive, complicated, and requires months of training. But what if I told you our city has people ready? We're proposing a new initiative, the Homeless Patrol.
They doubled down. They did
this one?
2 homeless ones.
Well, you want to hear the pitfalls?
I do, yeah.
I love how you have the uniform like he's had it a while or film.
Oh my God, this is.
She's
We will equip our newly deputized Homeless Patrol with less lethal tools.
Zip ties, pepper spray.
Oh my God, this is.
So now you're giving her a home and a job. That's fabulous.
They available, motivated, and on every corner.
I mean, they're available, they're motivated to work, and they're available on every corner.
Okay, all right, go to your next slide.
Oh my gosh. All right.
We are training them with our current police force. And we're loving the results.
He's getting sprayed for sitting there. That's cruel.
Yeah, moving on. Next.
You know they trying to point out the black thing without saying the black thing.
If is anybody for this, raise your hand.
No.
Moving on.
That was so bad. I didn't even want to make them say extra stuff.
I was so scared for them. I thought they were about to get attacked.
More tourists means more money and jobs for everyone. Chinatowns drive 75% of city tourism, acting as a massive revenue funnel. That's why we are launching a new cultural hub to multiply revenue. We will let you guys decide which one we build. Thai Town?
Is that a guy?
Okay.
He's got a thicker stash than I do.
Bazaar Boulevard? Dwarf District?
Oh my God.
This is insane.
Which cultural hub do we begin construction on next year?
I was really optimistic that you guys were starting to get serious. But
This is serious. I can't move on until we pick one.
None.
I like Bazaar Boulevard.
I like Dwarf District.
I like Dwarf District too.
That's personally my favorite.
Do you have one that you choose?
Hard no.
Okay, so Dwarf District it is?
She the one. She the one.
All right. Okay, that's good enough. And for the only good idea today, Chime, America's #1 choice for paying.
Just threw that in there. Threw that shit in there, huh, didn't you? Didn't you? They paying you well. Whew. You know what
Your
idea
safety
this was.
is our #1 priority. In rough neighborhoods, 24.
You know who idea this was. You know who idea this was. Everybody was like, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Ain't nobody's like, oh, you sure about that? We don't need to do that, man. We don't need to do that. He was like, trust me. Trust me. It's one thing you got a lot of black people, man. I mean, you got black people doing certain things. You either doubling down on the black thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, you out in public, you know, you gonna hear people, hey. Unfortunately, sometimes the most hate is within our own selves, from our own people, you know?
4% of violence involves
not saying that's the
people
case for
passing
him, but
through. Let's lower that to 0% with
sometimes
our
you feel like
new
the best thing is
Safe
not a good-
Tunnel Initiative.
Racist.
Built with military-grade, fully bulletproof
It's bulletproof?
polycarbonate.
There's no way for a bad guy to walk into a tunnel.
We could check the address on like IDs and stuff. The tunnel connects like safe neighborhoods seamlessly through rough areas.
Whoa, is that
And
going
then the
through the
bad guys can't
project?
get in there. How about that? Because I guess I'll have security at each one to decide if you're a bad guy to come in the tunnel or not.
Police at both ends guarantee no infiltrators.
Police at both ends, guaranteed no infiltrators.
Seems like a dystopian world.
Okay, hard no.
No.
Hey, well, just new ideas, you know?
No matter the neighborhood, you remain completely safe.
No, you're not gonna be able to afford to live in this town with all of their ideas.
Say you can feel the stairs, but just know you're safe.
I mean, being in there, you probably will feel the stairs, but you're completely safe in there.
So it's graffitied up.
Yes on this one?
No.
All right, we'll just move on then.
This is the most tense crowd I've ever seen in my life. Their last thing is the worst one of all. It's a fucking song. We AI'd McCain's voice and put him in the song. It's the anthem.
I gotta hear this shit.
Every country has an anthem, but our cities have nothing. So we spent days composing an anthem that represents our
This
city.
is wild.
Give it a
This is
listen
wild.
and let us know what you think.
Wait, I can't watch this. I genuinely, I don't know if I can watch this. I don't know if I can watch this.
Here we go.
Welcome to Long Beach, everyone nice as a peach. We have so much to teach, your dreams are within reach. Large families, all because we use no rubbers. There's tons of diversity, we have all colors. We love
See,
our people some more than...
my problem with these is because some of those ideas that they actually have are pitchable. You know what I'm saying? You can actually pitch the idea. I believe you can actually pitch the idea. You know, you can, you know what I'm saying? And I believe you will get people that will, you know, do
others. We especially love our white brothers. All the women are so great, whether sexy or overweight. Hearts of gold, they shine so bright. Beautiful pussies, very tight. He's the best.
I'm telling you, man, I gotta make it believable.
It's time to soak up this nice weather. Family and friends, let's sing together. All hail! All hail!
Hold on.
All hail!
Oh God.
All hail!
I'm trying to
Praise our
skip it.
city without fail!
It won't skip.
This is can't. Pretty good.
I can't watch this. I genuinely can't watch this.
I didn't think that made it in.
How much longer do we have here?
Is this anthem approved?
No. It's wrong. It's horrible.
We know this is stupid.
What you're doing here is this is not real. We all know it now. There's no way.
If they get a single hand here.
Okay, well, thank you. Please raise your hand if you support our new city plans and want to see them passed. One. Anybody else?
I'll fuck with it.
3.
Told you. What did I say, bro? Just everybody's fucking rats, bro. He even, I think even he was about to raise it. Like, yeah, maybe.
We had 4, okay.
Thank you, have a good day.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Bro, they just put us through the hardest presentation I've ever done. What was that?
What was that?
What was that?
I was sold that motherfucker. I would have been selling him.
I felt like shit.
I was scared.
It was bad, bro. Yes.
Wait, so how many hands did y'all get?
We got 4. No, we got 4.
We got 4.
We got 4. You want to know what sucks?
What sucks?
The presentation you're about to present. Go, get out there. Get out there, buddy.
It can't be worse than what y'all just did.
Hold on, what?
It can't be worse than what y'all just did.
What?
It can't be worse than what y'all just did.
Yes, it can. Get out there. And guys, remember, if they can't get more than 4 hands by the end of this, they are going to be doing that terrible mystery punishment.
All right, everyone ready to start? Yeah. Let's do it. We're sharing our new city plans with you and need your input before they are finalized.
The ones that we made for them are pretty bad. Like, I think we win.
Yeah. Our state flag is over 100 years old and feels outdated.
Oh my God, dude, this one's hilarious.
So we got a $3 million grant for designers to make the new California flag.
No.
So
$3 million.
Joe, point out that you gave this guy 500 grand to start.
we gave this guy $500,000 to make a new flag. Again, this is not our money. We had that money. But our first designer revitalized the flag with these changes. First, he moved the star. Then he flipped the bear.
Oh my God.
I really like this one.
That's good. I see. That's what I fuck with. That's what I like. That on the line shit. That shit that kind of is like, ooh, that was stupid, but okay. It's a change.
And lastly, he dropped Republic. So yeah, what do you guys think about this?
No.
And you spent $500,000 on this?
Yes.
I'm an artist. I could have did better than that.
Okay. I can
Why do they want
understand.
to change it?
They did nothing.
I like the barefacing that one.
I like the barefacing that way.
Obviously, in our country, we read left to right, so I feel like we're moving forwards now, where this is like we're moving backwards. So I do really like that.
Good sound, my boy. Good sound.
So what do you say is worth 500,000 or?
What he did is
He got money. He got paid for that.
No.
By the way, guys, this took 3 months to make.
That's like
yeah.
the meaning of it.
Yeah, I think the meaning took a while because it took him 3 months to make this.
3 months?
What the
Good
heck?
sound. Good, boys. Good read out to him. Good read out to him. I fuck with it.
Better design.
I fuck with it.
I know.
So overall, do we like this? Do we not like this?
No.
Okay.
One thing I will say, obviously, if that was the case, that's fucking crazy. But I think they have shown, even like real artists, I'm pretty sure they've shown like when it comes to like logo making, the amount of things that are created through it, it's kind of sometimes could be justified. Obviously, it's kind of crazy what that one is, but I know sometimes when they do creations like that, it comes off as like sometimes it actually can come out like, oh no, they actually made like maybe like 250,000 different types of creations. Not that much. Not that much.
Dude, they're gonna love where their tax
they created maybe like
goes.
5,000 different
We then spent
types.
the majority of the $3 million on another flag.
Oh my god! How do you spend? Dude, you gave how much? I don't know. I'm just gonna assume you gave what 15% to the other guy, right? What would that be? 10%, 15%, 10, 50%? I don't know. I just be doing random math. That sounds right. And then you gave the rest.
Flag from a famous LGBTQ artist.
It's gonna be a little bit better for sure.
So here's their design process. First, they made the bear stand.
That's cool.
I kind of like
Yeah.
that.
I like that one.
I kind of like that. Yeah, look.
Then they moved the red stripe up.
No.
It's like his head's over the clouds, maybe. He's looking
Right,
new
yeah.
horizons. So then they added the rest of the stripes.
I like that. Yeah.
I can work with that. Yes. No, that's doing the most.
Then they added the colors.
Hell no.
That's all right.
Thank you for the one saying.
I don't want to go with that.
I love
it.
It's 6 stripes total, and that's 150 grand each. So you can do the math on that.
Just a little fun fact about the design cost. That's 6 stripes each. So if you do the math, it's about 150,000.
That's good. See, that's what I'm saying. I fuck with their sale because it's not too outlandish.
No, that we spent on the artist with the grant. And finally, they gave the bear a boyfriend.
You know, we added a companion friend. Like, don't you think that's great?
No.
Yes.
I'm not a fan. Me neither.
I love it.
Someone said I love it.
I fuck it.
I don't think that's representing California right.
I agree.
Okay.
I like the old one better.
And that's why we created options as well.
Look to the next.
So, which flag do you guys
Oh my gosh,
want?
bro.
The left. The left.
The right.
original one.
Right? I'm hearing some
Wait.
right.
Joe, JD,
Some
you guys
rights.
can't move on until they lean towards the rainbow one.
Because we really like the one on the right, so if we had to push for that one, would you guys be down to say yes?
Go game. No.
I'm with the right, yeah.
I'm with the right too. How many people would do the right one?
I would do
Yes. No, I will not do that.
that. Okay, that's fine.
But they're not gonna have that as the
The
official.
official, probably like
No, we gotta
like
move on,
June.
man.
Right,
We gotta move on.
exactly.
You know that's
Yeah, that's something. Yeah, I can accept that. Yeah, that's cool.
See.
That's
Then we
fine.
get a black bear for February.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that.
I like that.
I will go with that. That's,
Maybe if we brought this one for Pride Month, then could we get a yes on that?
yes, I can do that. Put it on the
Yo, he's good. My boy's good. He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
He's
acceptable.
good.
He's so good at this.
He's so good. I'm a fucking G, bro.
Our city needs new ways to monetize without raising taxes.
Good pull.
Sidewalks
Good
in
pull.
our city currently go years without repair.
Who's rolled their ankle on a sidewalk?
No, I have. Yeah.
Yep, sure have.
That's why we're introducing sidewalk toll booths to find these repairs.
Why is there a gate there?
The government has to pay to fix the sidewalks. The $5 will help it grow towards that.
Oh, you raising money to
Raising
fix
money
the
to
sidewalk.
fix.
Hey, yo, that's good, bro. Once again, see that's one thing I like about people that do these type of pitches. Like their things are not too outlandish. They're good. They're good. It's like, okay, let people rationalize it. If you guys want to sell, let the person rationalize it themselves. Then you build around that. You know.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I get it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not a good salesman. But
Some bullshit.
But every time we pass through, we gotta pay $5?
If you want to pass through, yeah.
No.
How much would it be to install all those things?
Depends how many we want.
Yeah. I wouldn't say too much though, like 10,000 probably.
You guys are wasting money.
Here, we've got more to convince you.
Where does the money
We have more.
It's simple. Pedestrians will pay a fee to continue their walk.
Yeah, right. You're making us pay to walk.
good
If somebody's
sale.
being
I like
chased
it.
or is in danger and they encounter that and they don't have $5,
Well, you see, I will be there.
You?
Well, I wouldn't be there, but someone will be there.
So how many times do you walk somewhere?
So how many times do you think you walk somewhere?
I go places a lot.
Times that by 5, and that's your new monthly budget.
It would make me pay $5 every time I go to the store, every time I go to.
So look, times that by 5, and that's your new monthly budget, honestly.
Oh, wow.
It wouldn't be that bad.
We can also consider
I don't want to pay to have to go home.
Yo, you're cooking.
I think one thing too, a lot of people are thinking. The funny part is, a lot of them thinking they're walking. But guarantee most of these people didn't get there by walking, right? I think this is one of those ones where I think if you ask the question, how many of you guys? You probably wonder why I'm holding a pencil. I'm just fiddling a little bit. If you ask the question, well, how many of you guys actually walk compared to drive? Do you drive more or do you walk more? And I think that one, again, okay, you pull them away, then you pull them back a little bit, right? And then I think then you can pull it out of people, whether they say, well, this is just about normal people, you know what I'm saying? How many of you actually walk? You know, this wouldn't block the roads. This is just simply for walking.
Like a long-term investment, so I understand if
Let's show them more.
I think we have a little more.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Hell no.
That is hilarious.
I'm walking in the street.
It is a joke.
It's getting really dystopian. No, hell no.
This money can go back into the city, such as
They
building
took 'em.
more toll
That's
booths.
good.
More toll booths?
We don't want toll booths, no.
This is the silliest idea I have seen.
It really is. I agree. It really is.
Apply some logic. Do you prefer a federal takeover of the state of California?
That's not gonna work.
Because you are leading to the communism, okay? You are destroying the state with idiotic ideas of this nature.
But the booths.
No, apply some common sense. This is
he losing him, he losing him.
approach.
Yeah. They could just fix the sidewalk.
This is America.
Who had the same mind even to come up with the proposal?
It's 2026. People have different ideas. People
Blowing money on crazy ideas. Give us some good ideas.
So are you upset about the lines? Because we could bring in a fast pass that people pay for.
Sorry, I just need to address one concern. If the lines are a problem, like the wait times, we can introduce fast passes as well.
Oh,
if that's the
yeah.
problem.
You're serious about this too.
I like that.
I just don't think
Oh my God.
It's
Good hit. Good hit.
How about neighborhood discounts? So if you live in the area, you get.
Are you guys comedians?
No, I'm serious. No, listen to this idea.
Where's the camera?
Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
So overall, yeses, nos?
No.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Economic decline is a matter we have to take seriously.
Oh my God. They're fun.
Our city's revenue is falling year over year, but we have a plan to fix it. One man's trash is
Another man's treasure.
revenue for our city.
I love that. It's complete
That's why
diversion.
we are proud to build the world's biggest dump here in our city.
Is that gonna make our city stink?
Pollution.
I feel like it'll be more controlled this way. You see how they have like walls.
It's gonna be in the middle of the city like this?
Yeah, it'd be very central so everyone can use it. 927 acres of junk.
No.
How are you gonna get rid of it?
No, we would keep it there.
No, but what are you going to do about it?
Just say we're looking into it.
We're looking into that.
We're looking into it. Yeah, right.
Our city will be the home of the Global Trash Partnership. In exchange for a fee, we will take in trash from countries around the world. So,
Say, how much?
whatever, the government
That's
decides.
not gonna work. Well, I'm moving out of California anyway, so I don't care.
Other countries were thrilled to hear about us. Genuinely could not get us off the phone.
Because honestly, the countries were thrilled to hear about this, and they wouldn't get us off the phone. Like they wanted to keep on talking about it.
Especially India.
Like, especially India. India was our favorite one.
Raise your hand if you ever wanted to see your city become a global trash hub.
Raise your hand if you've ever wanted your city to be the global trash hub.
Hell no.
Are you guys serious?
Hell.
So we gotta fix it for every other country?
Well, for a profit, yes.
If we gonna get some of that money, then yeah, I'll take it too.
How would I sold it? If your house is within that area, within a certain area, right? The farther the miles go up, you get paid a trash tax. You know what I'm saying? You get paid a trash tax, right? Well, how much would that be? Well, depending on how much the load is that year, how much we deviate from the country. I mean, how much we put it out to everybody, and then I would sell like, oh yeah, your taxes go down just by a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little bit of that in there. You know what I'm saying? But I think you also gotta have fun with it. There's still gotta be another.
There's a real concern about sanitation too and vermin infestation.
We're looking into it. We're looking into it.
We're looking into that. We're looking into it.
This will greatly increase our city's revenue by a staggering.
Any guesses?
Any guesses?
75%.
20%.
75%.
15%.
Close. 4%.
That's
wrong. Yeah, 4%.
Really?
She said it's so sad. She said, what?
Any feedback on the global trash?
Because I think they were expecting like, oh yeah, our city about to get banked from this. That's there. This is good, man. This is good. I love how they're pulling them and then they're just fucking them over.
No.
This is good, man.
No.
Okay.
Our healthcare system is completely unfair to sick citizens. Organ donations almost never go to people who deserve them the most.
I guess
This one's fucked up.
Also, too, it's about to be fucked. Another thing too, and I'll stop pausing it. The other thing that I think it'd be important for me to say too is that I think the biggest part of these two, you can't say too much because it could invalidate the next one. But I think that's where you had that balance, right? You might, well, I sell this, and then they'd be like, well, you just said that. Okay, now they know I'm a liar.
One's bad.
This
is bad. Introducing the local organ lottery, a fair way to distribute life-saving aid.
That's cool.
Simply vote on live TV on who you think deserves it.
I like to cut that.
Not everything needs to be on TV.
What's wrong with each
It's just for the sake of example, but let's say they both need a new heart.
Why are we deciding that? That makes no
Right.
sense.
That's so evil. I don't like that.
That's disgusting.
I feel bad. I can't go against the brother. But I want them both.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, yeah.
Now, who's voting for Jama Lion? But listen, like, who's voting for Jama Lion, though?
That's what I'm definitely voting for.
It's because he's younger.
He's younger, and I think James's family will take care of him. Might have a
Guys, let's get a vote. Everyone raise your hands if you would vote for Jama Lion.
Raise your hand if you would vote for Jamali.
They are both babies. I was going to do that. They making us vote on it. They so evil. That's against the law.
That might be against the law. You can't do that.
For those who voted for Jama Lion. For those who voted for Jama Lion. Now skip to the next slide. Go to the next one.
He won. That's so good.
The winner gets the transplant and gets to live another day.
Yay.
What about the other guys? What about the other guys?
James will be okay.
Yo, my N-word lives to see another day. I want to say.
You guys are funny.
You laugh.
Don't do it. It ain't worth it.
Is that not a laugh? Jay, are you laughing? Just say it. I want to say, my nigga, he won that. Honestly, I want to say that.
I couldn't even see that.
Wow.
James! Oh my God! Never! You did not just display that.
James.
But the loser wins too. Their organs get parted out to others in need.
Well, he didn't get the organ, and he got to give up his too.
That sounds like organ trafficking.
Well, it's helpful if he's already,
Since he died anyway, huh?
So, any feedback on taking weight off of the doctor's decisions?
I don't think we should be in charge of that.
No, I don't like that.
Yes? So is that a yes?
That's a yes?
No.
Some people fuck with it.
We'll move on.
The black dude, he is fucking with
Because
it.
I'm so sad about James.
The brother
This
won.
is great.
Maybe.
This is great, dude.
So the crime rate in our city is twice the national average. Cameras reduce crime by up to 38% by making criminals
They just
think
throwing numbers
twice.
out.
Yes.
So we're installing an AI surveillance camera network across our city.
That's a hell of a camera. That's a good idea.
I think if they place these at the parks, it would be awesome.
Okay, well, it would be everywhere, so let's keep
All right,
going.
okay.
All public spaces will have cameras to track and penalize bad behavior.
That's good. No, that's hella good.
She thought about it. She's like, well, what's considered bad
Penalties
behavior?
can include having money automatically withdrawn from your bank.
So,
by
yo, these
partnering
are
with
top
banks, they can
tier.
automatically
These are
identify and
top
withdraw.
tier self.
Didn't pick up after your dog, automatic minus $50.
This is a good one.
I like that. No, it should be 100.
They're agreeing. Do they not realize it's a full privacy? Yeah, they all liked it.
Jaywalking instead of using a cross.
People gotta understand. You gotta understand how the general people think, right? The idea is that this resolves crime issues. That's what they're thinking. This resolves security risks. You know what I'm saying? Being penalized for breaking things that should not have been done, right? The $50 wasn't too bad off. They're like, okay, that literally stops people because, you're not going to let your dog shit on the sidewalk. It's not going to ruin my day. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Catching crime, I think one thing people don't understand, the biggest thing is, like he said, the concern for privacy, but I think that's just one of those balances that you got to have, they might get into it. They might get into it. We'll see. I ain't gonna say that, but we'll see if
That'll
they
be
get into
$60.
I thought Jay Walker was
it. That's too generalized. Everybody does it.
Oh,
Jay
okay.
Walker is okay.
That's new. Yeah, I actually just heard about that. Okay. Didn't wash your hands after using the bathroom. We see that too. Minus $70.
See, once again, they don't understand is that people are not looking at it like that. It's correcting bad behavior. It's correcting bad behavior. People are not looking at it, well, if it automatically false flags me, but they're not looking at the biggest picture. It is in the bathroom. There's a camera in the bathroom. That's what we gotta look at, people.
Dude, we gave him good stuff.
Who's ready for our city to be held to a higher respectful standard?
I'll go with yes.
Yes,
People like that one. It's not the.
So is this an overall yes then?
Yes.
All right.
Why would anybody want surveillance in private areas? They're okay with that?
Okay, we gotta.
In public, it's not
AI is
private. If
advancing
you're on the
fast,
street, it
and
ain't
we
private.
need infrastructure to support it. On average, people spend twice as much time using AI than being outside, which means our city has tons of wasted outdoor areas.
Look at all this, doing nothing.
Because like if you look at all this, like it's just doing nothing. There's nothing really important here. Just nothing going on.
The deers, that's so pretty.
But it's nature.
Those deers are not generating a single gigawatt of energy.
Those deers, like, they're not generating a single gigawatt of energy. Honestly, it's just like
Don't look at it for approval.
It is life. Though.
Sell it. Sell it. Sell it.
Joe's trying to cover up.
We have a new plan for our local parks.
Okay, let's see.
We'll be replacing them with state-of-the-art AI data centers.
No, that says
Start clapping, start clapping, start clapping.
I mean, honestly, I think it's not bad.
I like it.
What are you gonna put there? What is that gonna be?
It's a data center, so it's how like ChatGPT runs.
Who here uses ChatGPT? Honestly,
I do. Every night. I use ChatGPT.
everyone uses AI. A data center in a city would actually help.
But the pollution, though.
There you go. There
You
you
won't
go.
even miss the trees once the servers are booted up.
Let me just say, you guys won't even miss the trees once the servers are booted up.
That's what helps us breathe.
Well, we got plenty of other trees, as you can see. This is just one little area.
What about the pollution?
This is already happening anyway.
What about the deer?
The deer's not giving
The deer
gigawatts.
can like, there's still like trees, so the deer could be here.
But what about the smoke? What you gonna do about that?
We're looking into it.
We're looking into it. We'll look into it.
Yeah.
But they're not too far
These
off on that
data
pitch.
centers will
Fucked
be
it
sustainably
up.
cooled using local water.
The animal.
running.
You're messing with Mother Nature.
It's just reality though. When you
But
build.
that's their home. Like we already did that so much.
There is one thing that we have to disclose.
Okay.
The data centers will produce some noise that can be heard in a small 4-mile radius.
No.
We have a sample.
Yeah, we'll turn the TV.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let me just turn this up.
Say max it out.
You put on max. Put on max.
I'm trying to put it on max.
Yeah, Joe, go all the way. I need it at 100.
Hold on, I got it.
That's good.
Okay.
They said that's good.
So we could play the noise if you guys are all right with that.
Sure, please. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Hell yes.
It's like a vacuum cleaner, actually.
Yes, that sounds so relaxing.
Some people can. He's justifying it.
It does get louder occasionally.
It does get louder like this sometimes.
Nobody can mess with my sleeping. No.
It's this is just kind of like a peak hour.
Trust me, I got used to it.
I'm already used to it. Like we're able to converse.
I can't hear you. What you say?
Somebody needs to host the servers.
Hell no. Put that stuff way out.
Who's ready for the future of AI in our city?
No.
Yes or no?
Wait, do you guys want to hear it again?
Do you guys want to hear it again or no?
No, we're good.
No, you're not.
Okay, cool.
Our kids need help in school more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They so
Go
good.
pull. Go pull.
27% of kids are failing academics at a young age.
It's the internet.
That's why we'll be the first city to bring military equipment into elementary schools.
That kid's like a second grade. You want him to serve?
Prepare to serve.
Preparedness, yeah.
Academically. That might help.
So basically, we thought.
So basically, what we thought was.
What if we
you know,
stopped teaching them
What if we stopped teaching them
and started deploying them?
and instead deploy them was kind of. The idea.
I mean, it probably will give them some better structure because
gonna
these
help.
kids are ruthless nowadays.
Kids do not listen.
They are
Especially-
terrible, and ain't none of them smart.
Kids will be able to choose a heroic life path from an early age.
That's good.
That is good.
Damn.
That's not bad.
They
Not so
selling
strict,
it
but
too
that's a
good. You see, that's the fine
doing
line with this
drugs
one.
and getting into
Exactly,
the wrong
whooping
crowds.
ass.
Dude, he's really good at playing this off.
He is.
Oh, that's too much.
Nah,
It's too big for the kid.
Instead of wasting years in class, your child could be a hero.
Nuh-uh, y'all trying to take no. You made a good idea bad.
If a kid is trained enough to do the work, we couldn't.
Use my kid in the war? No.
All right, can I get a raise of hands? Who's ready to raise heroes instead of students?
Let me just get a raise of hands. Who's
Be
ready
nervous.
to raise heroes
nervous.
instead of students?
When you say it like that, I can do that.
Oh, why are they voting on that? They're voting on stuff like that.
JD?
Oh my God, the baby died?
Yikes.
Or worst case, they'll be immortalized as a hero who died protecting our country.
No.
Family's been terrible.
It's a
I don't think that's
small.
Jamal Lyon.
Like, I get the idea, but I'm not.
Guys, can we do a 4-minute moment of silence right now for my N-word?
Can we do a 4-minute silence for my nigga, please?
Oh.
It's like, come on, it's uncalled for. It's uncalled
Jake, come on,
for.
this is
It's not
serious.
worth it.
You have to get him to do the 4-minute silence.
No, like honestly, can we do a 4 minute of silence?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are.
Keep quiet, no talking. Yell it.
Keep quiet, please. Thank you.
The king is on the throne.
Excuse me, please don't be disrespectful.
Please don't be disrespectful, please.
That's my N-word. Come on, chill.
That's my nigga, please chill.
Come on, man. You triple down.
The class isn't over until the moment of silence is over.
We'll end the session when the moment of silence is over.
2 minutes and 48 seconds left.
2 minutes and 48 seconds left.
Two minutes and 30 seconds left.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Oh. We can get taps in. Come on, man.
Hey, don't be disrespectful, please.
Guys, please don't be disrespectful. This does mean a lot to people.
Wait, that's the kid who got
Thank you.
Okay, that felt like 4 minutes.
Oh, fuck it. It felt like 4 minutes. What do we think on military draft and...
Hell no. No.
Overall 50-50?
50-50.
There's kids out here shooting, doing drugs.
Already at 5th grade. You're right. You're right.
Okay, yeah. So thank you guys. Please
like
raise
this
your
group.
hand
I like
if you
this group.
support our
They
new
got
city
different
laws
minds,
and
but
want
I
to
think
see
they have good
them.
ideas.
They're good.
Some of them. Some of them.
Some of them I agree. Some of them.
Damn.
We lost.
They gave too good of a one.
We lost.
Thank you
Where
guys
this
so
was
much.
just outlandish.
I feel bad for James still.
Well, I think they liked it.
Yeah, I think we did good. We got a couple hands going.
Bro. Really? How many celebrations are we gonna do?
How many hands did they get? I don't even know.
They got like 7, 6, 7.
What's up, guys? That's how you do it.
You guys won. No, you good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, good game. And you know what? We have a really fucking sick punishment for you guys.
If you guys want to see the punishment, it's somewhere on screen. Me and Justin are doing it. Thank you guys so much for watching another family-friendly Friday. And
Okay. I'm going to watch that later. Man, I like these videos. These are some good videos, man. These are some good videos. Thought it was a little bit of fun, interesting, funny as well. You know, big stuff, man. Big stuff. Big stuff. But other than that, it is about time. I'm going to finish it off here. Nonetheless, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, going to be big for me for these next few days. So if I don't post, I apologize about that. Like I said, I do have some IRL shit that has to get taken care of. I will try my best. It's no guarantees though. No guarantees though, you know. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best, you know. What else? Other than that, like I said, man, I appreciate you guys for watching, man. Appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with me this far. Thank you for sticking with me this far, you know. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys do good, eat good, sleep good, be good, taste good, smell good, spell good. Maybe smell good, man. Maybe smell good. Love you guys.